Good morning, students. Today's topic in the topic of integration is substitution method. And here is a question. Statement is evaluate using the respective substitution. So substitution is x is equal to tan theta. So we will find all things in terms of theta in the original question. For example, dx will be found out in terms of theta, x will be find out in terms of theta, and limits will also be find out in terms of theta because this full function is given in terms of x. So look now, if x is equal to tan theta, then differentiating both sides, it will be dx is equal to tan's differential is secant square theta d theta. Okay, this thing is done. X is also done. Now the limit. So when x is equal to 0, so tan 0 x is equal to 0, so it means tan inverse 0 because you will put 0 in place of this equal to tan theta, and tan will come here, so theta will be equal to tan inverse 0. So tan is 0 at 0. Okay, one limit is done. Now second, so one will be placed in terms of x, so equal to tan theta. So theta will be equal to tan inverse 1. So 1 is at 45 degree. So pi by 4. So limits are also done. Now we will put all these values into the question. So look now, limit will be from 0 to pi by 4. Dx is equal to secant square theta d theta. So secant square theta d theta, and in denominator 1 plus x is tan theta, so tan square theta whole square. So we have substitute the values. Now first we will solve it, simple it before integrating. So limits are still there. Secant square theta will be written as it is, and in denominator actually 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. So secant square theta and this whole square is still there, d theta is still there. So in next step, secant square theta over secant 4 theta d theta, limit is from 0 to pi by 4. Secant square theta will be cancelled by secant square theta, so 1 over secant square theta will be left, d theta, limit is still from 0 to pi by 4 because we have not integrated yet. Actually we are applying some formulas of the trigonometry and cancellating them. So 1 over secant square theta is equal to cos square theta, limit is still there, 0 to pi by 4. Rest of the question will be solved here. So you know cos square theta is equal to, here another formula of the trigonometry will be used, that is cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. From here cos 2 theta plus 1 over 2 is equal to cos square theta. So we will put this formula in place of cos square theta, and that will be solved here now. So cos 2 theta plus 1 over 2, d theta is still there, and limit is still there, 0 to pi by 4. Okay, at this step, now we will solve the equation. Rather, one more step can be done. So look now, 2 will come out because this is a coefficient. So cos 2 theta. The integral of cos is sine 2 theta. Take the differential of 2 theta, that is 2. So that 2 will be placed in denominator. And integral of 1 is theta. And limit is from 0 to pi by 4. Okay, at this step we will apply the limit. So 1 by 2 is still there. Sine 2 theta is pi by 4. So it will be pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 divided by 2 plus pi by 4, bracket close, minus sine 0 is 0 and theta is 0. So because of this, factor will be 0. So there is no need to write it. So now 1 by 2 will be multiplied inside and sine 90 is 1. So sine 90 is 1. So it will be 1 by 4. And this will become pi by 8. So this is the answer. If you want to calculate it further, so pi by 4, pi by 8 plus 0.25, 0.643. So this is the answer. Here is another question from substitution method. Statement is evaluate using the respective substitution. So question is x over x minus 3 whole cube dx, limit is from 4 to 5, and here is the substitution, u is equal to x minus 3. So look now, substitution is u is equal to x minus 3. So actually we will find all these things in terms of u. So it means du will be equal to dx. So first thing is done. In the numerator we want x also. So this is one thing. So from here x is equal to u plus 3. So this is the other thing. Okay, next thing we want is the limit. So when x is equal to 0, u will be minus 3. Actually x is 4, not 0. So when x is 4, u will be 1. And when x is 5, u will be 2. So these are the things that we will put into the question now. So look now, x is equal to u plus 3. So u plus 3. In denominator, x is u plus 3. This minus 3 is still there. This whole cube is still there. And dx is equal to du. And limit is from when 4, x4, u1, when x5, u2. So limit is from 1 to 2. So 1 to 2. So at this step, if you can see, something can be solved, something can be simplified. So the remainder will be u plus 3 over u cube du. Limit is from 1 to 2. So further simplifying, it will become 1 over u square plus 3 over u cube du. Limit is from 1 to 2. Okay, when this will go in the, so look now, further we are simplifying it. U minus 2 plus 3u minus 3 du. Limit is still there, 1 to 2. Okay, at this step we are integrating it. So 1 will be added into the power, so minus 1, and it will become 1 minus 1 over u. And in this 1 will be added, so minus 2, so minus 2, so minus 3 by 2 u square. So this is the integral of this full factor. Limit is from 1 to 2. So at this step now we are going to apply the limits. So first upper limit will be applied, so minus 1 by 2, and then 2 square, 4 2s are 8, minus 3 by 8, minus lower limit, so minus 1, and then minus 3 by 2. So limits are applied, and finally we have to simple it. So 8 will be the LCM here, and 2 4s are, and 8 1s are, and from here 2 is the LCM, so minus 2 minus 3, so minus 7 by 8, and minus 5, so it will become plus 5 by 2. Again further LCM, 8 is LCM, so minus 7, 2 4s are, 4 5s are 20, so 13 by 8, or one whole number, 5 by 8 is the answer. Here is another question from the substitution method. Statement is evaluate using the respective substitution. X square 1 minus x square square root dx. Limit is from 0 to 1 by 2. Here is the substitution. X is equal to sine theta. So first we have to complete the values, these values in terms of theta. So differentiating both sides, so dx will be equal to sine's differential is cos theta and d theta. So this is first thing. X is also there, and now limits. So when x 0, sine theta, so theta will be equal to sine inverse 0. So sine 0 is at 0. So theta is equal to 0. Okay, this is one limit. So second is when second limit is 1 by 2. So sine inverse 1 by 2 equal to theta. So 1 by 2 sine theta perpendicular hypotenuse. So 2 1. So it will be pi by 6. So theta is equal to pi by 6. So these are the limits. Now putting values into the question. So limit is from 0 to pi by 6. And x is sine theta. So sine square theta into 1 minus sine square theta square root, and dx is cos theta d theta. So cos theta d theta. So values have been put. Okay, further simplifying, 1 minus sine square theta is equal to cos square theta. So it will become sine square theta into cos square theta will come out of the square root, so it will be cos theta. So cos into cos will be cos square theta. Okay, d theta, and limit is from 0 to pi by 6. Okay, if we multiply and divide the value with 4, so 4 sine square theta cos square theta d theta, limit is from 0 to pi by 4, pi by 6. So the reason for putting 4 is it will become 2 sine theta cos theta whole square. D theta is still there, and limit is 0 to pi by 6, and 1 pi by 4 is still there. Okay, from here 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta, so it will become, so all the remaining values will remain as it is. This is sine 2 theta, and here is square, so it will become sine square 2 theta. D theta is still there, so sine 2 theta. So look now, so cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So it is clear from here that if there is a double angle, it will be single angle. So it will be equal to sine square theta equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta over 2. So if there is a single angle, here will be double angle. So look now. So if this is 2 theta, so that formula will become 4 theta. So over 2 will become here. So it will become 1 by 8. So 0 to pi by 6 limit is still there. So it is 1 minus cos 4 theta d theta. From here we will solve it here. So the integral of 1 will be theta, and cos integral is sine, so minus sine 4 theta over 4. Limit is still there, that is 0 to pi by 6. So applying limit now, so 1 by 8 will be multiplied inside, so it will be theta by 8 minus sine 4 theta by 32. So limit is 0 to pi by 6. So now applying limit, so pi by 48, upper minus lower, so pi by 48 minus this will be put here, so it will become 4 into pi by 6 to pi by 3, so sine 2 pi by 3 over 32. Because nothing will be written here, because when you will apply 0, so this factor will be 0, this factor will be 0, so this is the answer.